Howdy, cough drops. I was trawling around in the hidden recesses of my fridge a couple of days ago, where unused medicines are stored. Usually stuff I get from the dentist or the pharmacy if I have something done. I came across this package here, and I don't know if you can read what it says, but it says for cough, and yeah, I think you know what's coming. But it reminded me of a story I was told. I hesitate to say a joke, but it reminded me of a story that I was told many years ago. It may even have been towards the end of my school days, about an immigrant that developed a severe cough. So he went into a pharmacy, a chemist in old money, and with his very limited English, he said to the person serving that what he wanted was for cough, and he kept repeating this, and the pharmacist yelled out to him, "Zubes," and showed him this tin of cough sweets, and somehow the thing kind of stuck in this guy's mind, and he just assumed that the word Zubes was an English way of telling people to F off. So he started to use it, I'm not sure of the punchline, but it was something to do with he got on a bike and on a bus and ended up in an altercation with the with the bus conductor on the back, and he ended up yelling Zubes to him. Zubes, I don't tell jokes, so that's as close as we're going to get. And this little package here reminded me all these years later of that joke. Something not so funny, I mentioned dentists, but I had a long-standing appointment which I was dreading with a dentist a couple of days ago. About 10 years ago, I had a root canal done because I had an abscess underneath one of my lower molars, and they did this root canal, which was a procedure that I was dreading. I went to a specialist to do it, and to my amazement, it actually wasn't too bad at all. So the doctor did the root canal, and I ended up going back there, a few weeks later when it healed, so he could cap it. Well, they put a crown on it. So that lasted me for donkey's years, maybe about 8 years. And then a couple of years ago out here, the damn thing came off, and because I'd had a root canal done on the tooth, it wasn't causing me any pain or anything. There's no nerve left in there to hurt. So I kind of let it slide. But I knew I had to have something done about it. And just recently, a tooth on the other side had an awkward little cavity in which, even though the dentist had a go at filling, it was still quite sensitive to hot and cold liquids, especially in food even, and it was starting to cause me some trouble. So the alternative was just to have an extraction. I got a horrible childhood experience at the dentist, where I can still remember, I must only have been about 3 or 4, but they sat me in my grandmother's lap while the dentist did his or her thing. It was a horrendous experience for a young kid, and it was years before I went to a dentist ever again as an adult. But this extraction I had recently, it was dead easy. And I had another one in Hong Kong a few years back that also was very easy. So I'd kind of lost my fear of extractions, although I did think that this one was going to be difficult because there was hardly anything left of the tooth, just 2 jagged edges really for the dentist to get hold of. But I didn't realize how bad it was going to be. They loaded me up with anesthetic, you know, with a needle, and set to, and the damn thing just would not budge. And I had one assistant holding my head while the other one was just bearing right down into the jawbone, you know, trying to lever what's left of this goddamn tooth out. And it really started to hurt, no matter how much painkiller they injected into me. It was down in the bone and it just wouldn't affect it. So after about half an hour of this, she eventually cut it out by cutting what was left of the tooth in 2, but I was, you know, physically and emotionally exhausted. And as I sit here talking to you now, that socket is still hurting slightly, you know, just a very slight dull ache. I just hope it's going to get better. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. So this is a short, I'll probably edit down into less than 5 minutes. So anyway, thanks for listening and watching. See ya.